Hello! Hi dope dude, hi robot. You will not fucking believe this, but I just got an ad for Sonic the Restaurant. This is truly the Sonic stream. That's incredible. I love that. Anyhow, that's exactly right. Today we are going to be playing the one with Sonic! Tamagotchi Park for the Sega Saturn. It's the first, besides the plug-and-play games, this is the first game that we're going to be playing that isn't on a Nintendo console. And aside from the one for PS1 that I think I might do next, it's the only one. Those are the only two that aren't on a Nintendo console because, you know, over half of them are for DS and 3DS. And then Game Boy, and then Nintendo 64, and then Super Nintendo. So we are running out of vintage era games to play. I really hope I get my 3DS back soon, or else I'm gonna have to like improvise a stream, maybe not even Tamagotchi related. But for now, shit. My Tamagotchi is beeping, I need to pause it. Yeah, also, I don't know if anyone really cares or even noticed, but sorry about the lack of Tamacam recently. I just haven't felt like setting it up and changing my stream layout in order to make it fit for the games that are wider than like Game Boy size and stuff. So I just decided I wouldn't bother, but I have been running my Tamagotchi Music Star like this whole time. So here's the thing. This game has a special character. It's just like all the other games where you just raise a Tamagotchi like normal, but it has a special character in Sonic-Chi. So it's not actually Sonic. Technically saying though this is the one with Sonic isn't completely true, but it's Sonic-Chi. He is here. And the process of getting Sonic-Chi is kind of incredibly convoluted, and I don't know if I'm going to maintain my sanity long enough to do it. So, first of all, you need to raise a regular egg to a specific character, and that character will give you the Gen 2 Tamagotchi egg, and then you raise that egg to a specific character, and that Tamagotchi might give you the Sega egg, which if you raise it right, might turn into Sonic-Chi. There's not a lot of guarantees here. So we might do it, we might not. I'm kind of assuming not, but it would be really cool if we did. I would like that a lot. And the other thing, I don't know how to get this game to save on emulator. It just won't. Hi Steffi, hi Goplu. In physical form, I own the game, just saying, it comes with a disc and this sort of like RAM cart, and you're supposed to put both of those into the Sega Saturn, and the RAM cart has special Tamagotchi data written onto it, and it warns you very specifically, do not wipe this cart! It will not work with Tamagotchi if it doesn't have the Tamagotchi data on it! And I don't know how to emulate a RAM cart with the Tamagotchi data on it. So we just won't be able to save. We have to, if we want to get Sonic-Chi, we have to do this all in one sitting. Callie? Callie? I hear you meowing. Meow! She stops! She always stops when I notice that she's doing it. If she keeps going, we'll have a Callie moment. We'll let her in. So yeah, let's get that started. Remind myself of all the things I need to do. Pause iTunes. Unmute desktop audio. And unpause the game. Yay! I love music. I'm pretty sure this isn't like an emulator thing. I think this is how the music is intended to sound. I don't like it. It's so It sounds wrong. Doesn't it sound like it's like an emulator thing? Like, oh, it's not loading the sound font correctly or something. No! I watched videos of this game and I'm certain this is intended. This is the intended listening experience. Anyway, yeah. We can get into the game now. Oh, I have to press start. It's like, I feel like I tweeted that at one point in my life. Like, when a game says press start and A doesn't work, I get so unnecessarily mad about it. Alright, so we have speeds here. We have slow and normal, I guess, and then fast. But then we have even faster and we have super duper fast. I think until I come across some kind of roadblock, well, not roadblock, or way that it makes it inconvenient for me, I want to keep it on super fast. I really appreciate this setting. In my testing, it was very, very fast. You know, comparatively. It's never gonna be fast to raise a Tamagotchi. And them's the breaks. So now we select an egg. It really doesn't matter which one you pick. They will all be the same. So I will pick the white one, like a chicken. And then it hatches super fast! And, convenient feature for us, we can put English letters! Guys! Now that we can put English letters, do you want to name it? Name it. Give me a name. Name it me. There we go. Michi. Hello, Michi. These noises, oh my god. Like, all the music in this game sounds incredibly tinny. Oh, you're asleep now? Alright, cool. See, look how fast! It's already evolved! I know, I tried to feed you, but there's a time issue. We are going through wormholes, otherwise I would feed you faster. That's going to be more convenient for when the Tamagotchis get to the point where they're not going to evolve that fast. Okay. Here's this. So, this game also has the left and right game. It has more fun graphics and more fun music than it used to, but it's still the left and right game, which I really dislike. But the cool thing is that it shows you down at the bottom left what your happiness meter looks like. So you can decide to stay in the game and keep playing until it's full, and then it automatically kicks you out when it actually is full. So to get any hearts, you have to get the best 3 out of 5, which isn't happening! So it's going to be just as annoying as usual. It seems like there are patterns sometimes. Like, sometimes they'll do it the exact same way twice. We're not getting that kind of luck here, though. For some reason, it feels like they go out of their way to not do the same one more than twice in a row. Never mind. Maybe I was thinking they'd go out of their way to not do the same one more than 3 times in a row. Like, it feels like the AI in this intentionally switches it up more often than the other ones, so I can't just do this and hope for a perfect game. But watch this, if you get 4 out of 5, it fills 2 hearts, which is also much more convenient. It's not going to stop it from still being left and right, but it's something. It's a consolation prize for having to play left and right, I guess. Okay, and there is the IQ and exercise games, as you have had before. This one, you are supposed to... There are highlighted letters on the bottom. You can switch which one you're highlighting, but it also moves your Tamagotchi's position. And then you press the A button, and there's a tiny delay before the Tamagotchi jumps and pushes down the correct card for the letter that you need. Since I'm no Tama expert, I'm assuming the left and right game is like a staple of Tamagotchi. It is the game that was on the first ever Tamagotchi. So like, I guess you could say it's a classic. It's been in all of the, well, not all of them, but a vast majority of the Tamagotchi raising video games. So it's at least a staple of those. And I hate it. It is only luck, and I despise it. I do not like playing it whatsoever. See, and the higher you get their meter, the more difficult it gets, which just means you have to stomp on more cards, but they're always, in the minigame version of it, they're always in the same order, meaning the order that they will appear to you on the bottom of the screen. But over here, we have contests like we did before. They're in random order, all mixed matched, and I'll show you that when we get to it, but it's like really difficult, and I never figured out how to actually win it. Anyhow, I like the music here, it's funny. Which area? Like, all of the music, or specifically Overworld or here? Because I just generally like all the music, it's super goofy. The game, yeah. The Overworld is also goofy. There was, I don't know what causes it or what it even does, but there was a weather change when I was playing this game to test. It started raining eventually, and the music changed because it was rainy weather. It would be really, really weird if that didn't mean anything, but it didn't seem to be any different. Alright, so that was that game. And then you have the exercise game, which is just running and hurdles. So everything except left and right is entirely new content. So you press right to speed up, and you press A to jump over hurdles. And as a baby Tamagotchi, I noticed this. Meow. Meow. Anyway, as a baby Tamagotchi, there's only so fast you can do it. You need to like wait until your Tamagotchi is older in order to break the higher records. So we can do this one perfectly well. And I think the one after this is going to be the brick wall in our way. Yeah, I think this is the one where a baby Tamagotchi just can't get it. Like, it's going to be something 0.38. And if I'm wrong, I'll eat my hat. Yep, 11.38. In all of my testing of this game, a Tamagotchi that is super tiny baby will not be able to get any faster than 11.38. So I just have to wait for you to grow up. Sigh, force defeats in video games. Yeah, you really need to think of a more natural way to flow me through your narrative. I hate tropes. So yeah, we've got Michi, and seeing Steffi type it out made me realize that you could read it like Mechi. Like Mamechi, if you think about it. Meow. Hold on a second. I want to get the meow. I want to get the meow in here. I'm gonna pause the game just so nothing happens. Cowie! Cowie! Meow! Cowie! Meow! Oh my goodness! She's so loud. I'm certain you can hear her, right? She's a loud meower. You're such a loud meower. I want my sweet baby. We can unpause the game now. It is safe. Callie obtained. Oh, I have to scold this. Burm, burm. Like, it gives you a extremely loud incorrect buzzer, if you will, for doing that. But it means that it's just the sound that scolding makes. It'll make the incorrect sound anytime you scold. Meow. Freaking meow. The meower. I am so lucky. That was great. We're taking good care of Michi. Since it's going so fast, it needs more things more often. Yeah, and we have full sprites again. I love that. And see, as it turns darker, you start to see these little creatures drawn on the ground in greater detail. I was noticing that and I was like, is my mind playing tricks on me? No, it actually does make them stand out more the darker it gets in the game. Oh, I was ignoring these because I know that we can't do anything with them, but I'll show them to you. So this Mikachu building lets you select another egg and raise multiple Tamagotchis, which I don't want to do right now. And this is the graveyard for when they die! And this shows you all the evolutions you've seen before. Meow! Cowie! You want to say something about it? What are your thoughts on this game, Callie? Yeah? 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 Is that really how you feel? I didn't know you would have such strong opinions about it. I'm glad we had you on to talk, Callie. What a delightful kitty. Wow. I'm realizing you can get Mamechi in the little pocket tamas, right? Can Mamechi die? Oh, you mean like the actual Tamagotchi toys? Yes, Mamechi can die. Oh, also in this stream, Mamechi can die, apparently, because toggle Mamechi. There we go. Mamechi has died, just to answer your question. Oh! Toggle at Mamechi again! Mamechi is alive again! We are seeing some fiercer and fiercer toggle Mamechi battles recently. Not on my watch, get it? Because Tamagotchis are like, there's no watch and... Meh. Meow. Callie, it's great to have a guest star. I love your appearances. Also, you probably already noticed because it's been on screen for a really long time, but this is the thing that you spawn in order to help them go to sleep. It's... What does it say it is? It's Mini Tamago House. That's what it's called. Yeah, the sleeping chamber. That's what you should have called it. Just saying. Callie, do you want me to open the door back up again? Are you having a cat moment about it? You're being such a cat about this, Callie. Damn it. Could have gotten luckier. Callie is so funny. She is. She's such a silly baby. Cool. See. I love the sprites. I love the sprites so much. I can't react to them all in time, but they have so many silly faces. Callie! Funny Callie baby. I feel like I'm not reacting the way that I should about this game just because of the sheer amount of testing that I did with it the other day. Everything is like still super fresh in my mind. Like I didn't even react to the fact that there's a new guy we got. Look, we got the Kirby guy back again. The sprites in this game are very messy, reminiscent of the the Game Boy game that we played most recently, and I really like that style. It's so goofy. They're so wobbly. Really, really, really. I think with this Tamagotchi, I can get a better score on the running game now. Damn it. Nice! Okay, let's see your running skills. Can you get past 11.38? See, look. You don't have to roll on the ground anymore. You can actually use your little leggies. Aren't you so glad that you grew up? I love the little pirouette pose. It's so oddly specific. What a good choice. I think we can do this one too. I'm hoping. Yeah! We have maximum exercisedness on our meter. And I think the meters never change. I think the meters, once you have them be full, they're just full forever. I'm trying to think of things that I would normally point out if I didn't already know about them, so that I can, like, express the things that I find very nice and silly about this game. But it's coming at me rapid fire, I guess, because of the speed that I set it to. So that is on me entirely. Look at the sunset tone everything is getting when the day starts shifting. Oh, poop! Vortex. The poop vortex. Name the next time at Epic Chi. Maybe I'll remember, but I don't know if I'll remember or not. What are you doing? I have never seen... Oh, you're hungry. Okay. I said it before, but I must reiterate, the overworld here rules. I do really like it. Even though it's, like, bare bones in terms of functionality, it's got the aesthetic. And I really like the music changing with the time of day changing. Bitch. Bitch. We got one. I appreciate how they give the Tamagotchi a little cake to stand on to help break up the monotony. Thanks a lot for that, I guess. Well, you get to bed late. You're not even sleepy yet. Oh, there you go. Mini Tamago house. And then we have them sit here. I adore the graphical style of this game. Something about it reminds me of, like, something someone would come up with in modern day to, like, emulate what games used to look like on consoles people never had, such as the Sega Saturn. It feels almost like a... Ooh! See, look! It turned rainy day. And there's, like, weird snow flowers now. This might be the seasons changing, even? Because this tree used to be pink and now it's, like, normal. Maybe that's what it is. Anyhow, yeah. It feels like a sort of... I guess there really is only one example of this, so... everyone will know what I'm referring to, even though I actually have no experience with it myself. But this feels like an ARG fake game, if you know what I'm saying. You know? Like something that you would only see footage of and not be allowed to interact with. Yeah, exactly. You got it. and like, I don't want to compare the two directly, because I don't actually have any experience with Petscop VOD channel. Since you can't see the chat, I'll just say it aloud. I think the comparison makes sense. Yeah, it feels really like, especially the music too. It's always, it's very like, all of the buildings are overly animated. That's part of it. And then the music also feels very slightly off. I just stuttered so many times in that sentence. Oopsie. But yeah, it feels invented. Like somebody thought of a way that a game could make you feel, and then they invented the feeling instead of the game. Like, on purpose. That's the way it feels. If someone just showed me a video of this game happening, I would be like, wow, cool mock-up you made, you know? Well, I probably wouldn't immediately jump to that, but it's the way it feels to experience secondhand. Callie is still so meowy meowy. In 30 seconds it's gonna become spooky. I hope not. It never became spooky in my testing. But like, yeah, the semi-off-putting music combined with the sort of goofy graphics of the characters and the incredibly animated buildings that kind of make you go like, wow, that's really impressive for the time, or that's cool technology, and also combined with the fact that there is a graveyard as well. It feels very someone's idea. 2023 is coming, that's right! This is going to be my last stream of 2022. That's insane! Meow. I'm really excited for New Year's. I love holidays. I love having holiday food. Very lucky. I am very lucky. So this is the rainy day music, by the way. I didn't mention it the entire time it's been playing, but yeah. It's different from before. I can hardly even recall what it was like before. Poop. I also like how the noises of the characters are like they were super wacky and goofy in the Nintendo 64 game, if you remember. They were like over the top silly, like tiny baby noises, like the laugh that went you know? I did that so sillily. Callie! But also, yeah, the point being, this game has some, like, more down-to-earth cuteness noises, and I can appreciate that, too. Hi, Rory. Sonic. We might not see Sonic for a while. We also might not see Sonic ever. Just some warnings. Look who we got! Ginjirochi, right? That's your name? That's what your name is? Marau! Marau! Freaking Meow. I know she just wants me to open the door back up. Blue Kuchipachi, I guess you can say that. They were invented at the same time. Kuchipachi and Ginjirochi were. Meow! That's okay, I can just look at him on Google. Yeah, that's right, I guess. If you just Google Sonic Chi, he will be there. He looks so goofy. I love him. I really hope that we're able to do it. If you'll give me a moment, I have to take care of this Callie situation for a second time. I have to undo my Callie situation. Just a moment. Alright, Caller. I'll let you out again. Meow, meow. Give us one more meow, alright? Give me a meow. Come on, give me a meow. Alright. Bye-bye. Oof. Okay. Callie crisis averted. So, check out our sweet little fella, huh? This guy has to evolve into special character Oyajichi, if you remember who that is, the old man. And I think you just do that by waiting. Hold on, I need to ban this. I need to ban this bot. Ban. Alright. But yeah. I think I could not find a guide for this game, unfortunately. And I feel like all the rest of the games are going to be like that. I really hope at least some of them will also have guides. But, Only Maskuchi can evolve into Oyajichi? Jeez. Like, is it the same in this game? I don't know. I guess we can just keep waiting around with Michi and find out. No harm in that. Let's do the contests. This one is an eating contest. I never figured out how to get it to actually work. My Tamagotchi just gives up. Entry number 1. Ginjirochi Michi. Entry number 2. That one. See, they all have species names and given names, which is really interesting. Anyway, so it's an eating contest. So that's the list of foods, and you have to give them to the Tamagotchi, and it just doesn't eat it. It just gives me a message, just completely covers itself up with a message, and doesn't do it. And apparently it's related to the discipline meter, but even when it's at full, I just have no idea. I don't know what's up with that game, because I think the only controls are to select which food you give it, and to then give it. And that's all there is. So I'm doing the best I can. I feel like it might be one of those things where you just have to lose at it enough times in order to win at it. Okay, so this one, I'm going to show it to you. They come in random order, and there's ones that like aren't even in the thing to begin with. And I think you need to do some like big brain moving what place your Tamagotchi is standing and which one you're selecting strats in order to do it well. Because they just come in random order, and you can only fail so many times, and you don't know exactly how long the delay for your Tamagotchi to react will be, etc., etc. So yeah. The only contest I did any good at in my testing was the running one, because it literally is just button mashing. Okay, skip all that. I don't care who these guys are, but you can look at them, check them out. Aren't they cute? And then you mash! I'm mashing as fast as I can! First place! Michi did it! Congratulations! And then you get a 1 by the exercise bar to show that you have won the competition. And if you got some other rank, it would show whatever other number. But since the other ones I just lost, there's only a win or lose condition, it just puts an X. Or, well, maybe that's not it. Maybe... What is the words that are trying to come out of my mouth? Maybe it's just because I flunked out, like I timed myself out. Like if I had gotten 3rd place in the game with letter cards, I would have gotten a 3 there. Not sure. Ginjirochi is so cute. I've never seen him until today. I love Ginjirochi. I feel like he is very neglected in terms of modern Tamagotchi merchandise. Isn't what I'm trying to say. What am I trying to say? Like the way that Tamagotchi is marketed. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's all about Mamechi and Kuchipachi, and everyone forgets that Ginjirochi was also one of the classics. I feel like Mimichi often doesn't get the treatment I feel she deserves as well, but I don't know. Better than Ginjirochi for sure, because Mimichi was meant to be like the face of Generation 2. It was like Generation 2's Mamechi is what Mimichi served the role of. I love Mimichi too. I love her so much. She's a little bunny wabbit. So I think the adults go to bed later and then also wake up later. I did way too much testing with this game, I think. I'm a little too familiar with it in comparison to all the other games that I've been playing. Poop. So, if anything is going to happen to you, I don't know when it will. But my assumption, since the game was like since the wiki page for this game was really vague, my assumption was just that if you let any character just exist for long enough, it will evolve into Oyajichi, but I have no way of knowing unless I try it. So we're just gonna let Michi exist, and if nothing happens, then nothing will have happened. So that's that. At least the speed up makes the days go by faster, even though it's still not fast. Why is my mashing not as effective? Really? Really? When I switch directions, you... Really? Alright. Alright then. Wow. Wow, dude. Wow. Like, it can't just be me. It feels like in this game, they try to actively go out of their way to have more diverse patterns. With, like, more switching it up and stuff. Okay, finally, one heart. Phew! Not gonna lie, I'm kind of waiting for this game to become spooky. I hope it doesn't. It didn't advertise becoming spooky. But it does kind of put you on edge, like, when's the spooky stuff gonna happen? Woo! Maybe we will see some paranormal activity, and the game will do something that it shouldn't do. And then we can write a story about it. Secret of this game, there's Sonic.exe chi. Oh my god, there's gotta be some kind of creepypasta fanfiction about Sonic.exe chi. There has to be. Poop. If not, we will make it. You want to make it? Can there be a Slender Man chi? Is there any Tamagotchi who would fit that bill? I can't currently think of any Tamagotchi that reminds me anything of Slender Man. Who is a slender Tamagotchi? The thing is that they're all very blobular, and none of them are a slender man. They're round critters. Smile Dog Chi, Ben Drowned Chi, Jeff the Killer Chi, and etc. There has to be some, like even a singular piece of obscure DeviantArt fan art of, like, somebody who loved both creepypasta and Tamagotchi and decided to cross them over. Oops. I guess you're asleep now. I'm gonna try and look. I would be really surprised if nothing comes up, but I guess also not exactly surprised. Maybe just a little disappointed, because it feels like a reasonable assumption that somebody would have made it. Okay, yeah, I think this is a seasons changing thing, because this is summer. Because you can see the people buildings are sweating now, because it's hot outside. And there are bananas and watermelons that are growing. I get it now. I'm gonna draw Slender Man chi. Go right ahead. Maybe I'll throw my hat in the ring at some point as well. I feel very interested in making a Ben Drowned chi. Just after saying it, I was like, oh my god, please. The closest I discovered was a Sonic.exe OC based on Tamagotchi. Was it like a Tamagotchi.exe or something like that? Ooh. This is great music. I love this music. Listen. Okay, the instruments are still not great, but listen. It's groovy. I like it. It's based on this game, I think, actually. Really? Huh. Now that I understand that it's the seasons changing, I did get to this point in my testing, but I was like, why are the buildings sweating? Is it because it just rained? Are those raindrops that haven't evaporated? But it's sweat because it's hot outside. That's very cute. It just makes them look like they're nervous. This could add to the creepy pasta factor, where it's like they're actually sweating because they're afraid of something that is to come that they know about and we don't. What could it be? And if you notice, the graveyard isn't nervous at all. Come on, man. Oh, you'll DM me it? Okay. I will check that. I just have to make this guy happy. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it! This is... Oh, man. I cannot express how little I enjoy doing this. Okay, 1. Two. Just 1 more, okay? Okay, little guy? Come on. 1 more. 1 more. 1 more, funny buddy. Please cooperate. You need to be happy, right? You would enjoy being happy, I bet. Being happy sounds like it's pleasant to you. Okay, thank God. Sonic.exe is so bad, but it fills a special place in my big autistic heart. Same. I used to be terrified of Sonic.exe as a kid, so bad. Same! It reminds me of a simpler time. Just thinking back to it like, I miss being surrounded by kids my age who were all obsessed with this thing because they thought he was so cool and spooky. But I could not, and I think I still cannot watch any like Sonic.exe ROM hack playthrough videos or anything like that. I just don't like... I know it's the big thing to be like, oh, jump scares, cheap horror, but I can't watch any form of horror, especially not jump scares, because it's like... Not because I think jump scares are the scariest, spookiest, creepiest thing in the world. It's because of, like, physically, the fight or flight response that it inherently gives you, like, affects me for an entire day long after the fact. I cannot tolerate it. Saw him for the first time on a 3DS form and was terrified of Sonic for weeks. Yeah, that's also the issue. If it's something that you like, you can't even interact with that thing because you're afraid Sonic.exe will be at the fridge now. Creepypastas scared me so bad, but I would still consume them because I wanted to be a baby emo so bad. I feel that. I was the exact same way. I would listen to creepypasta readings in particular. And to try to, like, help myself get over it, I would listen to the ones where they specifically read the creepypasta in order to make fun of how bad of a story it is. And those were the ones that I ended up sticking with for longer. Not to this day or anything, but you know. It's very nostalgic. I need the tone to be lighthearted or I get too scared. That's exactly how I feel. But some of them, that I listened to through those means, I feel like if I just read them on my own, I would still be like, wow, this is really funny. I love it. Like, some of them are just very nothing if you are past a certain age. It's just like, and then there was blood, and then Pikachu looked at me and was like, I hate you, or something. I don't know. Just stuff happens, and you can't even really picture it very vividly in your mind. It's just a bunch of words. Do you guys know about I think it was Pokemon Channel or Hey You Pikachu, either one of those. There was a creepypasta about that with like a spooky Pikachu. That one stuck with me for some reason. Not in the, oh, that one was so scary kind of way, but I just like would constantly think about it. Oh, it's Ray! Hi, Ray. Wait, was it seriously called Pokemon Dead Channel? I love that. That person who made it is so cool now and still does Pokepasta stuff. That's awesome. I was briefly in a server with the writer of it. I feel like I don't remember if it was someone just showing it off or pretending they were the one who made it, but I think I consumed it by having it copied and pasted into a Skype channel, or Skype chat? They weren't called channels. Like a Skype group DM that I was in, and that's how I read it. I have very vivid memories of that. People just talking in a Skype call, and I wasn't really listening to anything they were saying because I was intently reading Pokemon creepypasta instead. That is such a Gen Z childhood memory, if ever there was one. Also, hi, I was watching the stream and got annoyed that I couldn't comment on anything, so I just made a new account again. Well, that's interesting. That's cool. I guess either thanks or, I mean, you're welcome or I'm sorry that you had to make a new account. I wonder if that would be a good feature or a bad feature if Twitch just let you anonymously comment in a chat without needing an account. They would never do that, though. I still like the Lavender Town song. I used to think, like... That's not the words I meant to say. I used to never want to think about the Lavender Town song whatsoever. Like, if I heard those first 4 notes of it, the dun 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 dun, I would be, like, scared for my life for the rest of the day. That's how baby brain functions. Remember when people said Lavender Town theme had a specific version that would kill you? I feel like I knew that all of those were fake, but I almost believed it because there were ones where they would like come up with what they claimed were real news articles about kids killing themselves because they heard the Lavender Town song, and it was like, okay, but I could just listen to it myself. Yeah, exactly. I listened to it and lived, so... yeah. It felt really like... The reason that it almost felt quote-unquote believable in my child mind is the fact that it was like... I think they were specifically talking about the one from Pokemon Green, or like, you know, the original Japanese version. And, like, if you just listen to it on any of the Game Boy games, it sucks to listen to. It's grating. It pierces your ears. It's like having a bunch of little needles poking all around your eardrum. And then I'm like, yeah, I could believe someone hated this enough to die. I don't know. Dumb kid moments. It's almost like this music, if you think about it. if we want to get back on that. Wow, you are really not needing anything whatsoever. These hearts have been on one heart down for like a very long time. Also, the time doesn't seem to be changing? Is it because I have the menu open? It might be because I have the menu open. Yeah, there we go. Ow. Ow. Pooping! I guess that's very gracious that they don't let anything run down while you're still in a menu, but I did not expect it, so I was just sitting there having nothing progress. Why has this guy got Dracula hair? I mean, yeah, if you think about it like hair, it's like it's like a widow's peak mullet, if you want to picture it that way. I watched Markiplier play the Sonic.exe game with my sister when I was like, I don't know, 12 or so, and I got so scared I couldn't get past the Tails section. I think that I watched like... I had to have watched only a singular Sonic.exe game playthrough. They must just be... For some reason I was under the impression that multiple people made multiple different ones, but I feel like if there was one popular enough for Markiplier to play it, that must have been the one that got spread around the most. But like, I watched it once and then never again. I wish I had more to say about the game, but there's only so much after a while. Really, really, really true. That's how I feel every time I play one of these raising a Tamagotchi games. Coping with the lack of Sonic. Yeah, yeah, we have to cope with how long it's going to take to see Sonic by just talking about scary Sonic. Beautiful discussion to walk in on. Yeah, creepypasta. Welcome, Cake. We've been talking about creepypasta for a while. Finding anything to talk about during these games is like a lifesaver, because it's not really gonna help you out on that front. You're kind of on your own. Poop. Let's try this again. I want to see if with a full meter you're any better at eating food. Eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. Dude, you can eat faster than that. Oh, maybe it's about like food that you tolerate. Maybe I have to feed you all the foods that show up. Yeah, and then you will like them better because you've had more experience having eaten them. Maybe that's the thing. Could be. Or maybe it's the same thing as the other games and you just have to play it a bunch of times. Let's see about that too. Come on, eat! Eat, eat, eat! Eat like you mean it! Eat like you mean it! You got this! Yeah. I feel like it must be a tolerance thing. But I'm going to keep going with my guess that maybe it could just be that you have to play it enough different times. Yeah, no. Oh, poor guy. I'm sorry for making you eat a bunch of food you didn't want to eat. I don't even think that beating those contests does anything. It's just, there are so many things I'm perfectly clear on in this game, but then a bunch of things that I am not clear on at all because nobody knows. Nobody will talk about them. Like, it's really hard to find stuff about the more intricate details of this game. Like, I haven't seen a single growth chart for this game, and that's the most important thing in my opinion. And also, I haven't seen anything about what winning the contests really does for your Tamagotchi. Like, if that changes what they turn into or anything like that. I have no idea. No clue. Ducks. Yeah, Tamagotchi and their ducks. Tamagotchi loves to have ducks. So I think this must be the final season. Oh, the flower's crying! What's wrong, buddy? I think this must be fall, right? Because it doesn't look like it did before. Like, it doesn't look like it did at the beginning. So, at the beginning, I think it was spring. So, that's weird, because it seems like it went spring, winter, summer, and then whatever this is. It must be fall because fall is mushroom season in Animal Crossing. Interesting deduction. Yeah, why is this flower crying? Is this another part of the spookiness of this game? Its secret hidden dark side? I have to go for now, but hopefully I can catch the next one and be around longer. Bye-bye. Bye! Thank you for coming. I appreciate you coming and chatting. It's always a pleasure to have a friend here. Oh, mushroom. I didn't like that very much. Yeah, I think... Okay, so the food also changes with the seasons. Like, this third food seems like it changes every season, right? Because before the nighttime, this was a watermelon. And now it's a mushroom. And watermelon is a summer food, and mushroom is a fall food, according to Animal Crossing, apparently. But yeah, I think maybe I need to have a Tamagotchi be alive throughout enough seasons to eat enough of the different foods enough times to build up a tolerance to them to be able to do that eating contest. Or it still could just be having to lose it enough times. That's the thing. You can't know unless you experiment with it if nobody has told you. Nice. I love the lighting in this game. When it starts changing seasons or getting later in the day, everything is so yellow. This is the Piss World now. Welcome to Piss World. It's my favorite season. Nom, nom, nom. See, he's like a little bit upset about it. Oh! Medicine! Yay! That was quick. I'm moving to Piss World, guys. Goodbye, Mom! Damn it. I just want you to have a happy heart. Pretty please? A happy heart? Whoa! I've never gotten a perfect game before. And I didn't even get to see if it fills up more hearts than usual because I only had one heart left to fill. That's a shame. I wonder if they die of old age or if they can only die of neglect. Because if neither of the two happens, well, I mean, I'm not going to intentionally neglect my Tamagotchi because we could get ourselves an Oyajichi here. Not entirely sure how this game works. But yeah, if it doesn't just die of old age, I don't really know. I don't really know. Oh my god, excuse me. There's a tickle in my throat. Nice. Dude. It's getting orange now outside. This game is very pretty when it chooses to be. I love our sweet little creature. Even when you poop, I love you. I hope you understand that. That poop does not make me hate you. Oh, you still do pirouettes like you remember from your childhood. Remember pirouettes? The piss world is becoming dehydrated. Yeah, I guess that's what's happening. Sorry I keep going into the games and the food in order to fill the hearts, like, when they're only at 2. But I just don't want to risk any neglect happening at all. Dude. Dude. Please! Cooperate! I think that I'm getting the same patterns. Like, the same pattern gets repeated multiple times here. There we go. Yeah, I think they have set patterns that they can go through and repeat. Just had my own Callie moment. My Callie was noisy. I love Callie moments! I also love your Callie. Kitties named Callie are wonderful. You're staying up really late, little fellow. Okay, there we go. Betty bye. Yes, Callie emoji! Emote. Whatever Twitchers say. Good morning. Eat. Play again. Epic! Yeah, I got a Sonic commercial. I love that. Robot earlier said the exact same thing, and I think that is so fitting. Like, I almost completely forgot that our goal was to eventually have Sonic just because of how long it's taken for anything to happen with this guy here. Ginjirochi kind of has a face like a shrew. I forgot what a shrew is. Embarrassing moment for me. This is such a shaped creature. Yes, Tamagotchis are shapes. I love when Sonic says Mamechi is my best friend. You know, there has never been Mamechi in a Sonic game, but there has been Mamechi in a Mario game. I talked about this before, I think. The Mario Kart Arcade GP2 has Mamechi in it. Because it was produced by Bandai Namco. And Tamagotchi is Bandai, as you know. Have you heard of eggification? Oh my god. Have any of you guys, other people in chat, heard of eggification? That one arc from the Tamagotchi anime that introduced that electric guitar song that was, like, it had the spookiest, speaking of spooky things, that's a very fitting thing to bring up. The spookiest atmosphere that the Tamagotchi anime had ever had at any point, and it felt so... unfitting sounds like a criticism, but that's not how I mean it. It felt so, like... out of place, and that made it creepier And like it's okay. I've just been talking around in circles about it and not actually saying what it is. So the eggification arc was like this thing where all the Tamagotchis on the Tamagotchi planet were just turning into eggs and like started to get a really like what how would you describe it? Like lax and mindless and carefree view on life, like to the point where like they almost sounded like zombies when they spoke after they became eggs. All they wanted to do is just sit around and be eggs, and like you could tell something was wrong, but even like the characters in the narrative of the story, like there's a character on the news being like, oh, people after they turn into eggs seem to feel perfectly happy, so we're not too concerned about this whole egg thing. And like, you know that the fact that they're perfectly happy means that something is totally, entirely wrong, and it shouldn't be that way. And I just appreciate the kind of creepy that is. I really like that. Mamechi is my friend. Mamechi is a friend of mine. I have a friend in Mamechi. Is this lyrics to something? Nice. Is the lyrics of Jesus is my friend. I see. I have a friend in Mamechi. It was like, okay, so I said about the electric guitar song, like all the Tamagotchi anime music feels very similar to each other. It all kind of has the same vibe, nice and peppy. Oh, this is real winter, I see. Now we're in real winter. Serious, for real. Anyhow, it was like this song that was completely different from the tone of any other song. It was like harrowing because of how it didn't feel like a Tamagotchi anime song. It was like, and it was like foreboding, and it felt super cool to hear it for the first time. I was like, oh my god, something is happening. But then they started using it in every other series of the anime past that point, and it kind of lost its punch after a while. And I have been sort of quietly upset about that for a bit. It's not serious or anything. It's just kind of like that little thing in the back of your mind that's like, man, if only that children's anime had kept the sanctity of their spooky song alive. Is the kind of thing that doesn't really matter. It's been so long since I finished the Tamagotchi anime. Like, it took me so long to finish it, but now at this point, it's also been so long since I finished it. There are a lot of things from it that I don't remember anymore. Does Kujipachi say it's patchy time in the show? No, he does not. He does have his talking quirk, though, which I'm sure you're familiar with. Oh, this lake, this moat is frozen. All the water is frozen. That's cute. Wait, what is up there? There's something up there! Will we be able to get up there eventually? Do you see that? What is that? I see an object! Oh man. I love all the little details in the world changing. I love that too. It's so pleasant. Nice. Damn it. There we go. Oh gosh! I've been neglecting to care for you so much! I'm so sorry. Poor fella. I hope you turn into an old man. I'm really holding out for you to become an old man. I hope you know this. Goodness gracious, your meters. Oh my goodness! Is it because you're old? Are you becoming more frail? Nice! See, he still makes an upset face when he eats any of the foods that aren't the rice ball. So I wonder if that will change at some point. One gust of wind away from turning into dust. My poor old man. My baby is old now. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Dude. He loves to spin. It's such a great spin. No. No. Well, I mean, sure, that's good enough. Eat! Yeah, I know you don't like it very much, but it's the way it's gotta be. I think. Dude, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay. Okay, sure. Good enough. Good enough. You ready for Betty yet? You going to sleep? Please go to sleep. Please go to sleep so your meters stop running. Please? Go to sleep, please. Oh, man. Old man. Rest to grow big and strong, Michi. Yeah. Please rest to grow big and strong instead of grow old and frail. Yeah, we might be long past the grow big and strong point. Ah, water. It's 0 o'clock. Would you look at the time? Ugh, I got a Steffi friend request. I need to accept that. You're already friends with that user. I clicked it twice. Okay, now I can see the... Oh! The OC on the Sonic.exe wiki. I see! So this guy is based on the Sonic Chi from this game. What is this name based on? XSY? Are you supposed to pronounce it that way? Or is it like XSY? Very interesting thing that you found. I really want to draw Sonic Chi now that I have seen this artist's rendition of Sonic Chi. It's very tempting. I'm always kind of wishing that I would draw Tamagotchis more, but I just don't draw very often anymore. So, I mean, I try to focus on drawing things that could aid my channel or career whenever I decide to draw. So, like, I don't often... I'm usually, like, drawing myself more than anything else. I always think of the friend Tamas you did. They're so funny. Like, your friends as Tamas. It was so good. I loved doing those. I like coming up with Tamagotchi character designs. That was really fun. Especially since I was coming up with, like, designs that would evoke more classic Tamagotchi. I think about the one you did for me often. Who else was in that group? There was... I did one for Klaus and Dimitri and Satomi. And for Memory Bones and for you. And Randy. And Rory. I think that's everybody. Oh, and Fabric. I want to do more of those. I was doing Tamagotchi design... Oh, yeah, Amore! I forgot Amore, yeah. I was doing Tamagotchi and Wolfie. Yeah, I did a bunch! Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, Wolfie was a commission. That's right, I was about to mention it. I was doing Tamagotchi design commissions. But then I decided I really didn't feel like doing them anymore. And so I'm at a point where I almost feel like doing Tamagotchi design requests instead, perhaps. And just deciding which ones to take. But yeah. I had a lot of fun designing those. I wonder if I still have it in me, though, is the thing. All of those Tamagotchi design principles that I internalized over that really short period of time. I think you hit the nail on the head of funny Tama creatures. I appreciate that. I'm glad you think so. Well, I appreciate at least that the high speed of this game has had me, like... bending over to the whims of my Tamagotchi at all times, and not having to wait that long between needing to do that. It provides me with something to do. I think specifically because my Tamagotchi is old now. I think that's what the thing is. The meters are running down way faster than they used to be. I hate to say it, but you are old now! Dude. Dude. Here we go. Stream buffer. Oh, I'm free. Okay, that's good. For you! I don't want anything to be happening to my stream. OBS is behaving normally, so I don't think anything's going on. Or anything abnormal is happening on my end of things. Dude, please. I was so scared I was gonna be like the 64 stream again. I would not want that, especially not right now. For this particular game, where it seems like I'm going to need to sink a lot of time into it. Nice. He hates eating turnips. Well, it's too bad, because I'm gonna keep giving them to you, alright? Because I need to test the theory that eating them enough times will make you stop hating them. Because in my testing, I was like... I tried to feed them the alternate foods sometimes, and I was like, okay, maybe there's a Tamagotchi who has these foods as their favorite food, so I should just wait to have that one. But since the foods go in and out of rotation, it makes me feel like... And since they all show up in the eating contest game, it makes me feel like your goal is meant to be to get your Tamagotchi to like the foods, or to at least tolerate them. This is so Like, I play the game, and then I exit the game, and then I wait 5 seconds, and then I have to play the game again. My poor old man. Just needs to play left and right so bad. This is what happens to you when you get older. You just desperately need to play left and right every 5 seconds. And let me tell you, I am not looking forward to that. He needs attention at all times or he will die. That is the point that he's at right now. Alright, we almost got it. Nice. It's really interesting because the way that the AI of that game works in this particular game makes me feel like we're playing mind games with each other, like trying to dupe each other in some way or another, and I have to think about, okay, what will your next move be since you did that one? Mind chess with Michi. Nice. I'm shaking my leg. Were you able to hear me shaking my leg? Okay, it doesn't seem to be registering on the mic. Oh, jeez! They're going down so fast! Poor guy can't get anything done in a day. Now that I hear it out loud, Michi sounds like Michi, which is a Spanish term of endearment for kitties. Really? That's very cute. I love term of endearment for kitties. I tend to make up my own. I have pokey terms of endearment for kitties. My terms of endearment for my kitties are basically just their names, but weird. That's how I do it. And just whatever comes out of my mouth, that's what the new word for them is. Like, I like to call Callie Caller and Callus and Scally and Calorie and Skilly and Killer. Michi and Gatito are just perfect words to refer to cats in Spanish. I like Gatito as well. It's a rite of passage. Every cat earns a funny name or two. Or 1,000. Like, I feel like I need to monitor myself and start, like, making a list of everything I've ever called my cats. Just because I want to know. I want to know what their names are. What all of their names are. Because they just have so many. I realize after saying that they usually get many. Yeah. There's ones that I often return to, though. Like, I've been saying Skilly Scally a lot when I talk to Callie. And I like to say Mushy and Mushy when I talk to Muffin. And Moosher and Smooshy. And Smooshy Mushy. My sister once tried to nickname my cat Fettuccine. Well, did it work? You say try as though it didn't work. Oh my goodness! The meters, did you see how fast it went down? The cat is named Andromeda for reference. Oh my god. I cannot relate to the mental leap between Andromeda and fettuccine, I am sad to say. Also, I'm starting to think that good old Michi might not make it past this one, but I can change the speed of the time. I'll just make it fast instead of super fast. How about that? It'll be a little bit annoying because time will pass slower, but it will make this more manageable, I think. See, look, it's still 1 a.m., and it's just gonna sit there for a while. Maybe I should wait till you're awake to change the speed back. We can't let him die not like this. Please, 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 please. When did he wake up last time? I don't recall. Because I need to be really fast about changing the time so that the meters don't go all the way down and I run out of time to fix it. It was like by the time the music changes to morning music, right? A little bit after that. See, look, we're back to the way it was before. We are in pleasant, delightful spring. Yeah? You waking up? You gonna wake up? You waking up? Okay. Fast! Oh, and look! The little icon is a Ginjirochi. Look at that! Sliding like penguin. Alright, we need to get you some happiness. Not that the speed of this would change. I love this game's graphics so much. Me too. Like, not that I didn't love them before, but they've just really been growing on me as much as I already liked them. Damn it. Okay, I'll tolerate that. And now you tolerate a strawberry. Oh, so those things are supposed to be strawberries down there in the, like, farm patches? I thought maybe they were, like, beets or something. Oh my god. Is this a spooky moment? Why is the music different? Like, instruments are missing. This is weird. Is this an emulator thing, or is this supposed to happen? This game is normal. It's cutting out about as much as it usually does when it plays sound effects. Those are funny looking strawberries, very huge. The thing that... Well, I don't want to say the thing that made me think they're not strawberries, because I didn't even consider that they could be. But the fact that I thought they were beets was just because of how round they are. Like, strawberries are strawberry shaped, you know? They have like a pointy end, like a funny little nose, right? These look so ovular instead. And this is a more moderate pace for them to go down. Still pretty fast, though. Like, geez. Like, geez. Like Zoink, Scoob. I don't know how much longer Michi is going to be alive. Because this is ridiculous. Dude... Please. I may just have to raise another egg and see what happens. That's the way I'm starting to feel about it. Dude. There we go. Okay. Oh, jeez! No more illness! Yeah, I don't want to just let Michi go without a fight, you know? Like, I don't want to just sit here and be like, alright, Michi, you've had a good life, and just let him die in front of me. Leave him to die? I don't wanna leave him to die. Not commanding. Okay. Okay. It's just like doing this. I'm gonna have to really slip up in order for Michi to die of neglect. And I don't see that happening, so I don't know how much longer we have to wait for them to die of old age, if that even happens. Like, I love the random open mouth leap he does. Oh, excuse me. I like all the little animations he has. They're very goofy. Dude. There we go. All right, man. Can you keep it together just a little bit longer than usual? Oh, I guess not. All right. Quick strawberry. And game again. This is just gonna be what this is for, like, a really long time. Like, I don't want Michi to just die without a fight, you know? But, like, you're kind of hogging all of the attention that I could be giving to another attempt at getting Oyajichi, because I don't think you're going to become Oyajichi. I am severely doubting it at this point. Okay, this one is really not going as well as it usually does. Loud Taco Bell ad, whoops. Is it just that my streams are really quiet? Could that be it? I'm always worried that my streams are, like, too quiet. I always want my streams to be a consistent volume with each other and with the volume that other videos generally are. So I do worry about that sometimes, but I also had to lower the volume of my mic because I was, like, really blowing it out during the 64 stream. You're decent volume to me, I think. Well, that's good. I just know that it really bothers me when, like, I watch one person's videos and they're, like, quieter than every other person's videos that I ever watch. It's like that one quiet song on your MP3 player, you know? Or I guess Spotify playlist if you want to be with the times. Good lord, Michi, you are really sticking it out. I'm helping, though, so you're welcome. He refuses to die. I feel like I'm going to have to see an entire, a whole nother day through, you know? Like, my theory at this point is that the old age, death age might be 12. Which we would need one more day to get to. He has to die to lay the egg with Sega in it, yes? I don't know! Because, okay, this isn't the guy who can lay the Sega egg. So I need Oyajichi to lay the Gen 2 egg, and then I need something. The sumo wrestler one with like a bunch of legs from the Gen 2 egg to lay the Sega egg. So I was trying to get Oyajichi, but doesn't really explain how to get Oyajichi, so I thought that all you needed to do was just make a Tamagotchi really old, but I don't know. Seki Torichi, yeah, that's the one that can lay the Sega egg, and the page doesn't even say that it always will, it just says that it could. So I have the feeling we might not be getting Sonic Chi this time around. I'm guessing it's just excellent care from Mask Chi, Zuki Chi. Huh. I mean, if it's like the toys, then I guess it could be, but the page didn't specify, so I just thought that maybe it would be easier. I don't know where they're getting the information from, because, you know, it's a fan wiki. They don't put sources ever. So they just put their information there, and don't really say how they know what they know. So all I know is that I have to get Oyajichi, and not how. But the fact that they're vague about it might just mean that it has to be that, yeah. I think in the vintage games, Oyajichi only ever comes from Mask Chi, but I don't actually know for sure. In the mini, I think anyone can be an old man. Yeah, I thought maybe this would be one of the ones where anyone could be an old man, but I don't know. Let's go on Oyajichi's wiki page and see what it says about getting him on other pets. Okay, on Generation 1, Oyajichi is a secret character on the Japanese version. The user must first raise a Mask Chi from a Tamagotchi that started with 0 discipline. From there, the user must provide good to perfect care with no care mistakes. Mask Chi will evolve into Oyajichi around the age of 10. If the discipline meter is not entirely filled at the time of evolution, it would fill to 100 immediately upon evolving. Okay. So do you think we should just say goodbye to Michi? Do you think it's Michi's time? You know, to get us closer to getting Sonic Chi at all? I think I'm going to need a Mask Chi. So, if you think about my goal, I think it would be best if we let it come to pass. Whoops, I flushed. Michi, we had a good run, and I really care about you. And you've made me very happy, and I've enjoyed our time together. But I think it's time that we say goodbye. Can we say goodbye yet? Will you allow that? Yeah, dying isn't happening as fast as I expected. Okay, let's keep raising it until something actually terrible happens. How about that? It wasn't goodbye for real. This is not goodbye for real just yet. I didn't realize how lenient it was with how long I could have the meters at nothing. So that's good to know. I don't have to rush to play the games again and get him fed again. I had to move my phone. Is he okay? Yeah, death didn't happen immediately like I thought it would. So we're just going to keep waiting, I guess. Yeah, I feel like... I was going to say something really stupid. I was going to say, I feel like they expect you to be able to save, which of course they do, because you are able to save. But like, they totally don't expect this to be a one-sitting process, you know? Maybe I should turn the speed back to super fast. Maybe that would help. Michi's going to live forever. Please, Michi. Can I want to have a mask chi. Nothing against you. I just want to meet Sonic. None of these games are meant to be, with the exception of GB3, I guess. Alright, super fast. Look at those meters draining. Oh, goodness. Let's check out this guy. So look, we've gotten one of all the possible guys we could get. And this is where Oyajichi would be. So I think that will be our next goal, is to have a mask chi. Yeah, it happened. This is really scary music! Oh my god! Okay, so I get to put your ghost in the cemetery now. There we go. Oh, no! I want to see Michi's gravesite. Okay. Before we can see Michi's gravesite, let's give a name to you. Epic Chi. Alright, since you highlighted your message, we'll do Epic Chi. There we go. Welcome to the world, Epic Chi. Oh, you don't like strawberries. Like, every single Tamagotchi doesn't like anything except rice when they're born. That's just the way Tamagotchis are. We didn't get to spend much time with our baby Chi last time we had one. How sweet. Even in the toys, this is true. Don't they only eat baby food in later connections? In the Music Star, which is the one that I'm running right now, which is the latest connection, if you think about it. I guess, except the Tamago, whatever. The Tamago doesn't connect, does it? I'm getting sidetracked, but yes, in the Music Star, babies only... Well, it's not that babies only eat baby food, it's just that it's the only one that you're allowed to have infinite of, and you have to continuously buy the rest of your food. And once they get past the child stage, they don't fill up hungry hearts from eating baby food. But during the baby and child stage, you're allowed to just feed them baby food as much as you want. And you're not penalized for it. But that's a really interesting mechanic that was kind of annoying to start out Generation 1 of the Music Star with. Because, first of all, when you become... You start out with a set amount of gotchi points, right? And by the time you're a teen, you need to have invested that all into food or they're gonna starve. Because there's no way, as a teen or before becoming an adult stage, to make any more gotchi points. So that's a kind of annoying feature. Okay, now we can look at Michi's gravesite. Oh, and you can even see the egg that you laid. I guess this shows me if you beat the contests or not. Interesting. Farewell, Michi. You will be missed. We loved you dearly. Okay, so I could try to raise the meters of Epic Chi, but like the skills, the smartness, and the physical fitness. Whoops. But I don't really feel like it because I don't know what the benefit is. So we're just going to raise Epic Chi bare bones. Minimal. So I'm really hoping we get a Mask Chi this time. And it shouldn't take long. Because it didn't really take long to get Michi to be a Ginjirochi. It just was taking forever for Michi to live out their full life. Whoopsie. Sorry about that. Oh, water. I love water. I need so much water. I'm having my talking throat hurts right about now. In the toys, I've heard that Ginjirochi is the hardest. Maybe this will be easier. So I'm on Mask Chi's wiki page right now. It says Mask Chi is an average care adult obtained from Tamachi. Whether the Tamachi begins with 50% or 0% discipline, it must not receive any more than 50% discipline. Hungry and happy hearts must be filled only once they're halfway empty. That's what it says about the Gen 1, so. Is discipline in this game? Yes, it is. It is the topmost bar meter. I have to scold them when they're sulking when their hearts are not empty. That's what the discipline does. So I'm just going to not discipline. And hope that that helps me on my way. Ah! Good morning! Okay, so I shouldn't fill the meters, or I shouldn't give hearts back or something like that until they are halfway full or more. It said something like that. Maybe that only applies to the Tamachi. I don't know. This is a lot of trial and error. But I'm more determined about seeing it through than I usually am with a lot of these raising a Tamagotchi game because, you know, Sonic. The promise of Sonic is keeping me here. I like Sonic. Oh! Fen resubscribed for 2 months. Thank you so much. I can't believe it's already been 2 months. It's too much. 2 months. That's what I meant to say. How do you already have some on your middle bar? Is that from being the child of Michi? I think it must be. Okay. Strawberry. Forgot that was your sub noise. It was like, whoa, that was a loud soda tap. Yeah, that's my notification noise. Okay, so we're supposed to scold for this, but we won't. In the hopes that that will get me Mask Chi. Nice! Poop time? It's poop time. So this will be a little bit more lax. Not as high energy care as Michi's final days. Especially because I don't need to worry about it very much, because I'm supposed to be getting like moderate to good care, you know? Not perfect. You get an angel character if you remove Michi from his grave. How do you do that? Because when I selected Michi, the only option was to see Michi's stats, so... Glad to see Mamechi hasn't been disabled yet. He was toggled off, and then immediately toggled back on, so... Yay, Tamachi! We are on our way! Graveyard's second button. Maybe I'll try that? I don't know. Some other time? Maybe after we get this whole Mask-Chi thing figured out? These guys grow up quick. Yep, it's because the speed is on super duper fast. Oh, a toggle Mamechi. Hold on. Bye-bye, Mamechi! Wrong button. Bye-bye, Mamechi! Who's gonna bring him back? Already he's back! Like, it went exactly like this last time. Welcome back, Mamechi. He's alive again. Mamechi has died! It's not true! He came back! The music was different for a second. God damn it. Alright. We got it. You going to bed? You going to bed, sleepyhead? There you go. Alright. You better be a Mask-Chi when you grow up. I'm gonna make you live my dreams. I am a bad parent. Mwahahaha. Going honk shoe, that is what's happening. It's almost been 2 hours. I'm really surprised that it hasn't already been 2 hours. But usually raising one Tamagotchi in one of these games takes under 2 hours, so yeah. We are already on our second one, so that makes sense. I also set up, like, I had them off originally, but then I realized there's not really any reason to have them off. I put notifications on for when people follow the channel as well. So now they will appear on the screen without a sound effect. I decided, like, it's too easy to make that happen over and over again, so I'm just gonna not put the sound effect, but it will show up on the screen. Fish farm, yep. Yeah. I'm only just now realizing that that means the food that happens here is fish. It was really hard to tell what that thing was. Just subbing give me extra tabs. I've been using Twitch for years and I just noticed. Yeah, subbing increases the rate at which you gain channel points. It's cool like that. Come on, dude. It's time for school. You gotta get up, buddy. Come on, buddy. Wah! I love the waking up sound. You are so silly! Okay, no discipline. No discipline allowed. We're having a mask chi moment. Boing, boing, boing. The clouds get in the way of your beautiful face. How rude. I need more water. So this is called Tamagotchi Park. So I presume that that means this overworld that we have going on here is meant to be a park. Oh my god, you see the fish bones when you eat the fish! Oh, poop. When I was jumping, I got reminded of those stretchy toys that stick on walls and stuff. I'm forgetting the name. Are you talking about the ones that are like filled with some kind of liquid? I had a Splatoon squid one of those a long, long time ago. And memories are popping into my mind of ones that look like tomatoes, but I don't know where I could have seen those. Nice. You are so epic, Chi. Oh, it's already 2 p.m. When did you wake up? You're so warbly borbly. I love... Okay, I'm starting to remember what the sprites in this game remind me of. They remind me of Scratch. They look like drawings out of a Scratch project. Like, this is pixel art that you would make with Scratch, you know? Hold on. This is just making me want to throw a Tamagotchi at the wall to see if it would stick. No! Don't do that! Did you mean the creature, not the toy? Yeah, not the toy. Don't do it with the Tamagotchi, with the creature or the toy. Oh, I'm not allowed to discipline you, but I guess when you're throwing a tantrum, you'll only eat things you like, perhaps? Okay, fish. That's so interesting that they are just born to hate everything that isn't rice. Nice! You love to see it. He likes the fish now, at least. It's got the tolerating it sprite. It's harder to tell on the Tamagotchi, but it's definitely different. Oh, there's a poop! You're asleep, so I can't clean the poop. They're just like me for real food sensitivity. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I can't say I don't relate, but it's not like I have only one food in the world that I want to eat. I got an email from Stream Elements. Sponsorship opportunity. Earn up to $1,600. You got a sponsorship offer from HelloFresh US, and Stream Elements is here to make everything as simple as possible for you. No? But thanks. I really, it's incredibly tempting, to take sponsorship offers, especially when they list such a big up to whatever number price, but I just really... Throughout my existence as a Twitcher and a YouTuber, I just want to take sponsorships in good faith. Like, what's the thing that I'm trying to say? Like, I don't want to just be sponsored by something because it would make me a lot of money, because it's still like... even though I'm really lucky to receive an offer that's like big. And I feel like they might just give that offer to anyone who has a Stream Elements account. I don't know why it would be me specifically, because it was from Stream Elements, which I only have an account for because I do everything through Streamlabs instead. But anyway, if I ever take sponsorships in my entire career, I want it to be because it's something that I like. Like, I don't just want to take money to sing the praises of something that I don't actually believe in, you know? And, like, I feel like people who make content eventually get that attitude of like, oh, well, that's easy for you to say. What are you gonna do when you are scrapped for cash and suddenly you're offered $1,000+? And it'll be like, yeah, it would be a really hard decision to make between my livelihood or my authenticity. But I would prefer to maintain my authenticity while still maintaining my livelihood as well. I don't want to make it a one or the other sort of thing. The YouTube poop, the stay pee. Yeah, I did make that. I've been getting comments on all of my YouTube poop-esque videos lately. I always feel like I shouldn't call them YouTube poops. This is going to be really fun. What are you? Yes! We got Mask G! We did it! I'm so glad. This is great. One step closer to Sonic. We could do Sonic! Legitimately! Okay, I think I'm still not supposed to scold. But I don't remember exactly. Mask Chi is so funny. I love Mask Chi. So this isn't going to make sense at first. Like, it's not the direction that his leg is pointing, it's the direction that his eyes are pointing. That confused me. Because, believe it or not, I actually got a Mask Chi in my testing once. Yeah, I did a lot of testing on this. I got multiple adults, I think. Devious little creature, he is scheming. He is always scheming. Always has such an untrustworthy expression. Dude, please! You just need one more happy heart. Maybe the next one can be a chill stream a la Ooglet. I think maybe we can try to just go all the way this time. Like, I don't think I need to split it up, especially because I would have to do save states instead of like real saving. And I read when I was trying to figure out how to get it to save normally, I figured out, like, I read someplace on like a website about RetroArch cores, and that this one you can save state with it, but sometimes it corrupts or crashes. So I'm really afraid to do that. Nice! You know, they really should have waited until the Dreamcast to make a Tamagotchi game. The VMU would have worked perfectly with a Tamagotchi game. That is really surprising that they didn't make a Dreamcast Tamagotchi game. Like, after this, the only non-Nintendo console they made one for is the PS1. So, maybe cut it short in case your DS still doesn't get here. I guess I could do that, but, you know, I'm just weighing out my options. Like, do I want to lose all my progress potentially, or do I want to, like, because I feel in perfectly good spirits to try to keep seeing it through today. And like, if my DS still doesn't get here, I'm safe for one more week. And I actually think it won't get here in one more week. Regardless, I still have one more week's worth of games, which is 2 games. And one of my ideas was that I could come back to the Nintendo 64 game and try to actually win it so that we could see Mariochi. And so we could have like the Mario and Sonic both kind of going on, you know? Like, if I'm trying so hard to get you guys to see Sonic, I should show the same respect to Mario. Okay, so I may have flubbed it here. I'm supposed to, according to Tamagotchi Generation 1 on how you're supposed to get Oyajichi, you're supposed to have a Mask Chi and then with good to perfect care with no care mistakes. I think failing to discipline is a care mistake. So we'll just have to see. Ad break while sleepy? Okay, it's about to be over, but sure thing. Mariochi, yeah, Mariochi is in the Nintendo 64 game. It's after you, a human character, win the game, your adult Tamagotchi will evolve into a special character based on either Mario or Wario. There's Mariochi and Warukochi, I think, is what the Wario one is called. But yeah. Come on, buddy, wake up. Yeah, no Luigi. There isn't a Luigi one, but that would have really worked. Yeah, it's so silly! It's a little head with legs. Yoshi! Taco Nyachi? Oh my goodness! I like the sound of that. I love Nyachi. I especially love that Nyachi is green. I think Nyachi is awesome. Watermelon. I'm so angry about it. Alright, let's do this again. Nyachi changes colors with her mood for some reason? Really? Is that like a little Tamagotchi lore tidbit? Nice. Nyachi is so precious. A little meow meow. It's in one of the art books. I want the art books. I've never heard of the Tamagotchi art books. I had that idea for a lot of my OCs, but I didn't implement it for some reason. I know that a lot of people, at least like way back in the day when I was on like DeviantArt and stuff, it was something people would like consider a Mary Sue trait. Like, oh, let me guess, their eyes change different colors depending on how they feel. Really original. And, like, you know, when you're a little kid and you hear that, you're like, oh, well, I want to be cool for the kids who know what they're talking about. But it's dumb. When you grow up, you realize that that's dumb. Just let people make the characters like they feel like it. It's not hurting anything. I miss old DeviantArt. I kind of miss it too. Just slightly. It's like, it is where I grew up, technically. I don't like that fact, but it is true. It was my first ever social media. Well, no. Scratch was technically my first ever social media, and then DeviantArt. Did anybody even put it on their characters? Well, I have an image saved of a sparkle cat with fur that does that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a thing that people did. It's like stuff that you come up with independently as a kid, and you don't realize that somebody has already come up with it. I feel like that's how a lot of things came about, because like I remember one of my first ever things that I posted to Scratch was like, this is my Sonic team, and I just did like sprite recolors of like I'm pretty sure they must have been like Sonic Advance sprites or something, not that I ever actually played that. And I was like, you guys can make your own too if you want. Like, I didn't even know what an OC was. I thought I was the first one to ever come up with the idea of coming up with your own Sonic character. Old DME said image from my Sparkle Furry archives. I'd be interested to see that. Sleepy bye time once again. So, according to the Oyajichi page on the wiki for how it works in the toys, Mask Chi will evolve into Oyajichi around the age of 10. So we'll have to wait till then. So that's what we're doing. Man, it's going to suck if this doesn't actually work again, because I missed a couple of those disciplines because I was a little confused. I am upsetted about that. You guys can't make your own even if you want to. Like, imagine, I seriously felt like I was the arbiter of it because I thought I was the first one to ever think of it. Like, I thought people were going to flock to my page asking, wow, this is such a cool idea. Could I make my own Sonic team? And imagine I was cold-hearted enough to be like, heh, if people come asking that, I'm gonna say no. This idea is too good to get in anyone else's hands. It's mine and mine alone. I feel like I should bring back some of my super old Sonic OCs, but I think the issue is that I would make them a lot just because I really wanted to design characters, right? I didn't think of them in terms of these are all the stories that I want to make with them, and I want to think about them so much, and I'm going to love them like they were my babies. No, I just wanted to draw, and I wanted to come up with my own designs, and I didn't ever admit that to myself. I was like, here's my new original character. Look forward to seeing more of them, and then you don't. So there would be a lot to choose from if I ever wanted to bring a Sonic OC back. Did you hear that my boyfriend once convinced himself he invented Minecraft? How? How does that happen? I would love to see anyway. I love old OCs even if they were one-offs. Yeah, a lot of them were. I had OCs that weren't one-offs though that I also want to bring back. In some way or another. I don't know, C doesn't either. Well, alright! I just imagined maybe the story would have more context, but... Huh. I love how Masked Chi is just so shifty. Just... this is how you design an untrustworthy character. Learn about design language today. Mischievous little fella. He thought Notch stole it. That's the context. Hope you enjoyed. Great context! I love how animated they are in this game. I do too. I've been doing a lot of this. Can you hear my button mashing if I'm just quiet? Yeah, it seems to be registering, so... Phew! One more. Dude. Alright. And food! Food for my dude. I want you to become an old man. That is my aspiration for you. Floosh, floosh, floosh. I think Masked Chi goes to bed late. He hates watermelon just like me. I am still really mixed on watermelon. Like, I'm not a person who's like, oh, there's good watermelon and there's bad watermelon. You just had bad watermelon this whole time. Because, like, I haven't had a large enough variety of watermelons in my life, I don't think. I don't think any watermelon I've had has tasted or felt distinctly different from any other watermelon I've had. So, I'm pretty neutral on them. I prefer most other fruit, but I don't hate watermelon. I mean, I love cucumber, so that's the kind of person that I am. So, watermelon being watery isn't really the problem, it just is very mild. And I think that most vegetables are mild, so I guess that's why I'm okay with cucumber. I like to dip cucumber in ranch. So, Callie's back. Callie at the door. I'm not sure I like the water in watermelon. I think that the water in watermelon is very refreshing. I like to drink it. Despite being a tropical environment enthusiast, I hate pineapple. It eats you back. I think that pineapple might be one of my favorite fruits. Like, every time I think about watermelon... Hold on. Ugh. Every time I think about watermelon, I think about it alongside pineapple. And I'm like, man, if I had watermelon, I'm sure I'd be thinking, I wish I had a pineapple right now. I also just really like pineapple juice. I had a carton of pineapple juice in the fridge for a while, and I got a lot of mileage out of that. Love pineapple juice. I think my main fruit barrier is that I hate the texture of fruit chunks. Yeah, I don't like when pie has really big fruit chunks in it, and I don't like... I usually don't like stuff made with blueberries, because the blueberries are just so big, and they're like bursts of warm fruit I don't like. I do not like that. But I love apple pie. I think apple chunks is something that I can really tolerate, because they taste really mild, and like with apple pie, you're just supposed to be tasting like the apple pie spices and then a little bit of tartness from the apple, but mostly they're just mild. But I also just prefer a lot of crust on my pie to balance out the filling. And usually when a pie has a fruit filling, there's not much crust. to balance it out. So that's my other thing. That's why pumpkin pie is one of my favorite pies, because it's just... It's not like a fruit gel like fruit pies are. It's just a dense substance that is nice and consistent all the way through. And I appreciate that about it. It's also why I like pudding pie. I like that. Does anyone else have that? Like where they, where you just get one of those store-bought graham cracker crusts and make Jell-O pudding and just pour the pudding into the pie crust and have that. I really like that. That doesn't have fruit in it though. So I'm the opposite. I like foods that are able to be crunched on. I love crunchy, but I don't like mushy. Pie fillings with fruit are usually just a bunch of fruit goo, fruit mush that is really intensely flavored, and I need some kind of like bare bones substance like the crust to make it feel more balanced. But usually fruit pies are like 1% crust, so it's just like I'm eating a bunch of warm fruit goo. Which isn't my favorite. I haven't, but now that sounds tempting. It's very tasty. It's like, a family get-together tradition sort of thing. Like, when you don't really know exactly what you're gonna make for the potluck and you don't necessarily have the budget either. But also, that sounds like a diss, but it's so tasty. I love a plain old chocolate pudding pie. Smooth / soft and chewy foods are kind of gross. It's like a taste sensory overload. I kind of agree sometimes. I guess it depends on which food. Like, I'm currently editing a stream in which I said this, but I think that takoyaki and mochi are so tasty. They taste so great, and I want to love them, but the texture of them makes me want to gag. It doesn't allow me to swallow them. Dude, 4 in a row. Dude! Dude! Oh, yeah. I sometimes wonder what Tamagotchi would be the strongest. I don't know. I feel like there must be some kind of like... I'm picturing in my mind a memory. I'm recalling like a super buff Tamagotchi whose characteristic is just that they're super buff and that's all. But I don't remember which one that is. Alright. It's time for bed. I hope when you wake up you get old. That would be really helpful. Oh no! Get better! Yay! And poop, I guess. You can do that too. Alright. No? Okay, I guess I wasn't supposed to scold that. I don't know why the answer was no, though. Why didn't you want to play? Were you tired? Is it a tiredness thing? Can they just, like, be tired? Is it Muki Muchi? That does sound familiar. Could be. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. Alright, buddy bye! Have sweet old man dreams. For my sake. Yeah, Muki Muchi was the one I was thinking of. Oh, Muki Muki Chi. That's what it is. Muki Muki Chi. Muki Muki Chi. Unable to express how much I love that emoticon. Yeah, :3 is really good. So many uses. Boy, wee, wee, wee. Boy, wee, wee, wee. As each day passes, I get more and more afraid that this is not the old man we're looking for. I can't lose hope yet, because it said that it could happen around 10 years. Which I would say that this is pretty close, but I don't know. Starting to think that maybe this might be another dead end. This music is peaceful, though. Good morning! You want to be an old man? Have you thought about being an old man today? Just a thought. Just spitballing here. I would personally really appreciate it. It would make me quite happy. So if we don't get Oyajichi here, I'm a little disappointed in myself because I think it was probably because of the fact that I didn't do the discipline button those couple of times that I forgot to do it. Or not forgot to, that I didn't know if I was supposed to. I don't like the amount of trial and error that trying to get the Sonic comes with, but I guess that's why he's a special character, I suppose. You gotta really work for it. Dude. Damn it. Okay. Thanks for your cooperation. Some of the music is soothing, but the rest sounds really distorted in a way. Yeah, the music just generally sounds distorted in this game. And like I said before, I don't think that that's an emulator thing. I think that this is how it's supposed to sound. Like this is the intended experience. My least favorite thing in the world. dude. Let's get happy. Let's get happy. There we go. Happy for bedtime. Let's get sleepy? Question mark? Get sleepy time? Jump. Nice jump, dude. Okay, if we get to 10 years on Epic Chi here, and Oyajichi just doesn't happen, I think I'm going to attempt the save state. Or no. I don't think I should attempt the save state. I think I should just, like, end the stream and then start anew with a fresh Mask Chi next time. If it doesn't happen this time, which I'm thinking it won't. And I feel like even past this point, even once we get the Oyajichi, there's still going to be a lot of trial and error with getting that second one that we need in order to get the Sega egg, and then a lot more trial and error to get the Sega egg to evolve into Sonic Chi, and it's a lot of work. I was really hoping that I would just get everything right on my first try here, so that by this point maybe we would already have the Gen 2 guy and be content in just continuing to move straight ahead. Like, I feel like by this point maybe we would have already had the Sega egg if everything had gone exactly according to plan. But it did not, so that's where we are now. So, in the next Tama day, if we do not get ourselves an Oyajichi, I'll just close it out. It's been a really long one. The stream has. It's been 2 hours and 30-something minutes already, so pretty long comparatively. Morning. Okay, you got this day and the next to prove yourself to me, little buddy. Prove to me that you can be old. Please. So yeah, now that my Mask Chi is old, we're going to be having to do this far more often. That's just where we are right now, is trying to see this through just in case. Best case scenario, it works. But I don't have my hopes up. It seems like the changes of the season are cyclical. I think they're coming in the same order. But I started to think maybe they are just changes in weather, because up there, right up here, that says Fuyu, which I thought just means snow, but maybe I'm misremembering and it means winter. Could be wrong. Dunno. Man. I love going into the modify emotes and squashing Mamechi. I still haven't seen the modify an existing emote menu, like how it actually looks and everything. I haven't done it for anyone else's channel before. The dire. Our situation is looking dire. Damn it. I really thought I could get a full combo there. Well, we got there eventually. I love how Tamagotchis look like they have little bug legs. So very buggy. And I know that they're really just stick legs, but I guess the way that they bend and the fact that they have skinny little feet on the ends of them feels very bug-like. I think someone else did it in the chat before. Yeah, there was a squashed Tamagotchi. I don't remember who sent it, but there was one. Come on, man. Let's get happy and then get you to bed, alright? Alright, Grandpa, let's get you to bed, you could say. Please be an old man. It would be the best Christmas wish of all. Or you can make it black and white, make it opposite, if that makes sense. Put sunglasses on them, squash them, and put the thinking hand on them. Huh. The thinking hand. Do you get to move around the sunglasses so that they actually fit, or do they just get pasted in place? Dude. Alright, one more. Please. Nope, they get put wherever. That's annoying. Are you okay? Alright, whatever that meant. Poke, 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 poke. Okay. Don't go to sleep just yet, because you need to refill your meters. Yeah, you don't usually go to sleep until it's really late. Damn it. Dude. Dude. Dude! Oh my god! It's like you're actively working against me. There we go. Ahaha. Sleepy time. Alright. You got one more day. One more day to be an old man, and then it's it. That's it for you. Don't let me down, buddy. I want an old man. I would like an old man so very much. I guess maybe I don't know why I'm doubting it so much. It just feels like this is a little bit too long, but like too long that is a reasonable amount of time to wait for it to become Oyajichi, but it could be like because the thing said on the toys this is typically how long it actually takes. So yeah, I just don't know what to think anymore. This is the exact opposite of the Tamagotchi 2 game, and we got an old man and hated him. I guess it is. Not the same character, though. Ready to wake up yet? Ready to wake up and smell the turning into an old man? Please? Please, please, please? Police? Please? When do you wake up? Okay, there we go. Alright, one more day, buddy. If you don't old man by now, you're not gonna make it in this industry. I am simply begging. I don't know what to think. I'm sort of hoping that it actually will happen and it'll be like a happy ending that nobody was expecting, but I don't think that will be the case. I mean, just look at the screen and you'll see how bad my luck typically is. Dude, I just need you to become happy, alright? We're gonna have to do this again in 5 seconds anyway. Just cooperate, please. Okay. Having any old man thoughts? Any urge to be an old man? None at all? Not feeling that? Oh, it should come on eventually. That's usually how these things go. Has anyone told you that you're looking rather old man today? Dude. Please. You cannot be this difficult with me. I need you to be happy or else you will die. Oy, 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 oy. Please. Come on. There we go. And then, same time, 5 seconds from now? Right, sounds good with me too. Merp. It'd be funny if he just didn't become one after all this time. I guess it would be kind of funny. I mean, it's what I'm expecting, so... Dude! Like, I know you're not even going to become an old man. So why are you stringing me along like this? Why are you putting me through this? I will not even get what I want at the end of the day. That is life. I'm trying to wait it out as long as I possibly can to actually do anything about the happy and hungry. Just so that I can make time pass faster without having to play the game as frequently. Because it is beginning to torture my little brain. I think we'll give the dude one more chance at bedtime. And if he doesn't immediately wake up an old man, that's the end. That's the amount of second chance I'm going to be giving you. You hear that? You hear that? 'Cause, dude, I need to eat something today. It's odd that this game is meant to be featuring Sonic, but there's barely any indicators that Sonic has anything to do with the game. That's the thing. I don't think Sonic was meant to be like a selling point of this game or anything. It was just the selling point of my stream, really. I think Sonic is supposed to be like a special thing that you don't find out about unless you like actually get it. Burrow. 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 One more time, alright? And then we can go to bed. Alright. Go Betty Bye mode, and then hopefully go old man mode in the morning. But I know you won't. Why does it take you so long to get to bed? Are we going to have to go through this one final time as punishment? Okay, fine. Go to bed with one heart on everything. Sure. Oh, I'm skipping the time ahead! What?! The right trigger could skip the time ahead this whole time. Incredible. Alright, well, he's not an old man, so I guess that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Even though we didn't actually end up accomplishing what we intended to accomplish. Yeah, let's listen to the weird glitched music to close it out. And let's see if Vivian is still live and we could do a raid. Yeah, Vivian's still live and we could do a raid. Let's start the raid. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Sorry we didn't get any of that Sonic-y goodness like I really thought we were able to do. It's unfortunate. But maybe I'll play it again, and we'll see if we can get Sonic that time. Maybe we can make it a multi-stream thing, and I'll get over my fear of save states on this emulator. Yeah. Thank you one more time. Thank you the final time. Goodbye.
Papa, now it's time to go.
You're all right.